Stand who make wars, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Howl's Harrows. And last time we ran into a ClanTech atlas that had absolutely no ClanTech in it after we managed to actually steal the mech, which was a little bit disappointing, and the Gauss Wolf is in for a little bit of a patch job at the moment, considering that it lost half of the mech. Now, I think I have the additional Gauss rifle in order to actually put it back together. I haven't actually checked, but if that's not the case, we're going to have to completely rebuild that mech, and that'll be interesting. But in any event, we need a little bit more cash. We have 200-ton mechs currently sitting in the cargo bay, and I want them, well, functioning and earning me money. And I can't do that until I actually manage to build them, which is going to take a little while. So, because of that, raiding party. We have detected an inbound dropship belonging to the Draconis Combine. Our local defense forces in the expected drop area are ill-equipped to handle the lance of mechs, but with your aid, we can ensure that the raid does minimal damage. We'd like you to intercept the Curitan lance and destroy it. This will only be for 1 of 4 priority salvage because it's going to make us 1.458 million C-bills, which is pretty good, and it is, of course, a force call mission. Almost took it for cash, and then when I stopped to think about it, the 100-ton atlas that we ended up selling only earned us about 1.5 million C-bills, so this will actually provide us with that and more. Also, if we happen to run anything super special, we can of course grab it. We're looking at 3 lances so far. More than likely a reinforcement lance will show up, so we're looking at about 16 units, which will suck, but hey, maybe this time we'll actually have things under control. And today we are blessed by Slaanesh, or at least several of our mechs are, as they've gone completely purple. So with that out of the way, let's set out underway. Where do I want to actually position myself? This is a ridge here. We can come on sort of down here. Yeah, that'll be fine. So we'll zip on over here. Place our long-range sniper mechs. We are bringing the Lament today. Coach will not be driving the Champion today. He will be switched over to the Lament with its triple ERPPCs, as Howl is currently taking out the Champion for a little bit of a spin. The Champion took a pretty nasty hit, a long tom right to the leg, but luckily for us, nothing exploded, and after a somewhat brief repair time, we were able to get that mech fully back up and running, so I was pretty happy about that. Howl's mech, unfortunately, is currently in repair, so we're not having the Gauss Wolf today with its twin 75 damage Gauss rifles, but hey, maybe she'll feel a little bit more confident with the single 150 damage Gauss rifle that she's now packing for, you know, death, destruction, and firepower. We're going to move the Thanatos over relatively quickly, and then I'm going to start dropping, well, long-range shells on people. We know they're somewhere in this group, so let's just see if we can't hit them. We had something. Don't think it was anything special just yet. And so we'll start getting the long-range artillery fire support underway. If the catapult had something similar, I would utilize it. Unfortunately, well, maybe I don't know if unfortunately is the right word, but it does not have extra long-range weaponry such as that. It does have several LRMs, which probably have few too many tons of LRMs. I don't really use them. They tend to be rather lackluster, and there's a very limited set of circumstances where I would want to use LRMs. But yeah. I mean, I'm always somewhat tempted to just remove them entirely. Because when you stop to think about it, what do LRMs do? Well, super long-range combat. The problem is they're not particularly accurate, we have found out, as we continue to sort of explore the longer-ish range of accuracy options available to us. Make sure we shut off our large lasers, because we don't want to be dropping these on top of people. And we are firing in high explosive mode, so
Roger that.
Even more pleasure for people. Maybe we'll even be able to blow something up. Although, we might even actually drop a couple of buildings if we're lucky. Showboat is, of course, in her Axman once again. Our only melee pilot, I need to train up another one. I think Omega is slated to be one. Unfortunately, Omega almost never actually gets any actual play on the field because he's, well, a very low-level pilot. And I don't have any maxed pilots yet, so I don't want to necessarily swap anybody out yet. That may change in the future. We're going to rush around the corner utilizing our cavalry mech, and we have detected absolutely nothing. So it is going to be a turn where we're just going to have to chill. We may want to... it does give us a forest. We may end up dropping down, taking this extra left right here. Nothing arranged for the ERPPCs to engage, so we're just going to zip on around as fast as we can. See if we can't get a little bit of work done. Who's next? Incoming enemy forces. Nope, still nothing. They're hanging out at long range, so we will have time to position ourselves in the perfect way in order with which to engage the Curitans. If we're really lucky, then they won't have reinforcements, but at a 4.5 scale mission, I really just can't imagine that that'll be the case. So we kind of have to predict that we are going to be engaging these people at ultimate range. Prepare another thumper high explosive round. Enjoy the gifts, they are for you.
Target acquired.
I've hit a couple of more buildings. I doubt we're doing much damage to people, but you never quite know.
Commander?
And maybe we'll be in a position where the enemy will jump on top of a hill and we'll be able to, you know, knock the already weakened building out from underneath them. Rakatar moving forward. The Rakatar's cousin, the Rakhammer, is coming soon to a theater near you. I hope that it shows up soon because I want to be able to field a second mech, which happens to be equipped with the Risk Rotary Autocannon 5s, and that one will actually have, I believe, a couple of weapon mounts on board for maximum accuracy. So the Rakatar only had in its heyday, only had a +1 accuracy to its rotary autocannons because it had the upper recoil mount pluses, which give you a -1 to recoil and -1 to, and a +1 to accuracy. We're going to be putting weapon mounts, or I think we did put weapon mounts onto the Rakhammer, and so that's going to give it the ability to fire with a +3 accuracy and a -1 recoil. So just a little bit of a greater solution. Can't fire, we're not in arc. Oh, I turned a little bit too much. You know what, we may as well.
Locking on target.
And there goes the first of the buildings. We're hitting things bit by bit, bringing down the city block on top of them.
Ready for orders.
Okay, we gotta remember not to be too aggressive with this mech because at the end of the day, it's not exactly invulnerable. Alright, what do we got? We have identified a target. It is a Marauder. This appears a Marauder LT. It's the Long Tom one. So we're running into another one of these. So maybe we can get really lucky again, and Howl will manage to score another long-range headshot, which was absolutely amazing, and I loved it. But this may actually be the time when we pick up the Long Tom ammo that we need. Although we could actually go for the cannon as well, but the cannon's useless without the ammo.
Check your cannon. We got company.
Okay, a couple of long-range missiles. We got to get some more support up there as soon as possible. The champion does not have an AMS on board, which is, of course, rather dangerous for it. Got to set our AMS to overload, and we're going to rush in as close as we can. That's not going to be good enough. Oh, you are just so blocked. I got to reserve Finn. I can't afford to have Finn make that run around. That's far too much distance. We're just going to have to sort of hope that we can get the rest of the company on closer there before all things sort of implode. Okay, we're also looking at an avatar. This one is the MML-3 heavy PPC combination. So the Artemis missiles weren't able to connect with us, but that's still not safe. We did deal a little bit of shave damage to it, as we can see. They've all taken some small amounts of damage already.
Waiting for orders.
Ragnar, bring on Death Crusade, because Death Crusade, if I set this to overload, now will protect everybody, which is very useful to have. And the reinforcements that we assumed were on the way are in fact on the way. It is a king crab, interesting, and a ghost in the background. Ghosts are hard to hit, but easy to kill. Oh my. That is a significant amount of firepower. A pair of silver bullet gas rifles and a pair of bombast lasers with an AMS on top of that. That's going to be unfortunate. This is a really interesting Shadowhawk with a pair of clan plasma rifles, or plasma cannons. That might be an interesting steal. Do I want to engage you? I mean, I do. Ooh, there was a vehicle in there. Hybrid carrier. Yeah, you're my target. Sensalak, are you within range? Where is that hybrid carrier? I don't see you. I can just tab my with her. Oh, there it was. There it is. Sensalak. Oh, it's on top of the. It's on top of the Marauder. I get you. So we're just gonna fire a whole bunch of listen kill all around to see if we can't stress out somebody's AMS and cause a little bit of damage on the meantime. We need to kill that. It's very important that it stops existing, because that hybrid carrier could actually do a pretty decent amount of damage. King Crab moving on 21 and laying down a Sensalak on the catapult. That is a pretty aggressive King Crab right there. Can't rush in. Oh, we will be able to get into long-range combat. So let's see if the Lament can start the engagement. It does see the Ghost, but not particularly well. I'll shut off one of the ERPPC Tigers. Was that a hit? Oh, that looked like it was a hit. Check the Ghost. It was a hit. He hit him in the leg, which is obviously a little less than ideal in the location that we want to hit, but I will take what I can get. The Rakatar not going to have a shot this round. Likely will have a round of shooting next round. Then that's when it can really start laying into. It's not going to have the most ideal shots. And there's the hybrid carrier. Thermal barrack explosion, knocking out the building we were hiding behind, causing us 18 heat. So a little less than ideal. I'm a little disappointed that we weren't able to kill the thermal barrack Thunderbolt. Although at least it was a thermal barrack instead of something a little bit more dangerous. I'm probably not going to line a shot on the Ghost. I'm not going to clutter up the path because I want to make sure. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Do me a favor, don't shoot your friend. Oh, nice job. Managed to nail that Gauss rifle shot from long range. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm very proud of that. So right in the center torso as well. Oh, that Ghost is having a bad day. Now, Ghosts, of course, have XL engines. And it's a Stalker. Stalkers are kind of mechs that I kind of wanted to get my hands on. Because they happen to have a lot of defense systems that I want to have. Okay, so still shooting down the missiles, doing a good job of it.
Yes, Commander.
Jester's Mackie is up. You have a direct shot. Oh, I could absolutely take it. Can't we kill that hybrid carrier, though? If we do it, we have to do a shape charge. 63%. Send him the good news.
Target.
You missed. You missed so badly. Oh, that sucks so much.
Heavy damage.
I was really hoping that you would, you know, annihilate somebody.
Commander.
But that did not end up happening. Yeah, taking, unfortunately, a back shot on Showboat, which Showboat didn't really need. I didn't deal a lot of damage because Shape Charge keeps it very tight, but still very much less than ideal. Not exactly the sort of results that we want to get. I'm tempted to turn your mask just to get you in close to provide protection, because I don't want to block the path. This will be close enough to provide the AMS. We'll keep that path open. I don't know if I'm needed. In fact, I probably won't. We just moved on 18. Fins on 14? Oh yeah, because the Thanatos reserved. I'm like, why is one of our more nimble heavies falling behind the Maggie? Oh yeah, because you hit the reserve button. All right, we definitely want to kill that hybrid carrier. It is rather important to us, because the Thunderbolts that will be dropping down are just not going to be something that we want to deal with. We also need to kill that, and he missed, and he still dealt a rather significant amount of damage to us. So that needs to die soon. And there's an urban mech, apparently. Oh no, it's one of the holographic advertisements. Oh, that's adorable. How cute. It's a little urban mech dancing somewhere around here. Probably we'll lose that building as well. Oh, we got an SM2 as well. Although it looks like the SM2 also has similar problems with accuracy. So we have identified 3 artillery targets so far out of 16. And then you can make your own judgments about whether or not you consider things like Stalkers to be artillery carriers or not. The Avatar is a direct fire artillery. The Ghost is meant to sneak in behind you. Shadowhawk is also a direct fire, but it's not really fire support. It's going to be your close-in brawler. Also, that King Crab, on the other hand, is a direct fire sort of support-ish mech. Scorpion? Okay, not all that worried. It's actually really light. Are you kidding me? LAC, light autocannon?
Waiting
Huh,
for orders.
interesting. Do you have anything in range? Oh, you do, and it's a hybrid carrier. Not the direct. Give me a shaped charge and lay down a sensor lock on top of him. Now, the advantage, of course, that oh, you're not close enough to do it. I just give him a shaped charge.
Engaging.
Good hit. Exposed his armor.
Inflicted some heavy
Oh, I was
damage.
so hoping that we got just a lucky crit that would end up blowing the whole thing up, but unfortunately not. Did get a good penetration through, though, and we are stacking up our point defense pretty well. Unfortunately, we're also stacking up pretty tightly for the 2 artillery vehicles currently on the field. Death Crusade, building up quite a bit of heat, but you can set your integrated laser MS to self-defense at this point, because I think I got that covered. A long range on you, 25, is a little less than I want. Can I get on down here? I can move into the cover of the destroyed building. Ooh, I may not actually have a way of... Oh, your catapult was way back. I'm thinking the champion, sorry. Yeah, you're going to come up here into the cover of the ruined building. Then you're going to take aim at him. The accuracy is going to be terrible, but you're still going to do it. Point defense was available, but I was kind of hoping that we'd get some good penetration through. It did not end up happening. I was hoping for a good crit. Ghosts, so multiple ghosts? Or just the one? Scanning for multiple ghosts. We got a hatchet man as well. We're going to want to kill that before he gets anywhere near us. Isn't there a ghost back here? No, that's an Orion. Heavy ammo carrier. That's gotta die. Okay.
Aye, aye.
Finn, you're Thanatos. Hybrid carrier, probably the most likely target. I won't see. Am I close enough to lay a sensor lock now? I am. And that's why I'm going to focus on the hybrid carrier. The MML carrier also needs to die rather significantly. 75%. Shape charge.
Locked on.
Popped.
Hard.
Counter battery is underway, baby.
Deployed.
Love it. Alright, continue to push forward. You are providing a significant amount of point defense for, well, everybody. Who's going to be behind you? The Mackie. That's fine. Doesn't necessarily matter if the Mackie is trailing behind, because the Mackie is going to take forever to get in close combat, since we're going to be walking him most of the time anyway. The heavy MML carrier needs to die. The SM2 needs to die, and of course the Long Tom needs to die as well. More misses, generating even more battle space for us to actually act in. Coach in Zelement has a direct line of sight on a hatchet man and an avatar. What's your current problems? We are dealing with a long range, target moved, and no visual. Target move plus 4 is rather significant, actually. And you are at max range, target moved, and no visual. If I were to move as close as I could, I would be placing myself well ahead of the group, and I'm not quite sure that a mech with an XL engine should be doing that. So we're actually going to triple tap the Hatchet Man, and then we're going to move off to the side. I think we missed 2 out of 3, but that's okay. We will make it work. Make it work as the case may be. You're going to move into cover as well, so I've got a little bit of a fire support group now occupying that cover. The Axman just needs to get in close, and the Axman is the bigger brother of that Hatchet Man over there. You're going to run into cover as best as you can. And then you're going to protect yourself as you basically are preparing to engage. You may have to actually pull back because the incoming missile fire may end up being too much. We'll have to see how that one ends up going out, but I kind of hope not that you won't have to. The Thanatos just moved. It was destroying things, so who's left with missile cover? If I set you to point defense, but I kind of want to save you so you have enough firepower to start dealing with what's coming your way. Looks like the King Crab swinging back in our direction. So a little bit of a difficult thing. And I can get double line of sight right here, so I will do that. Take the walk, take the target. 51% of the King Crab, and the Hatchet Man is relatively exposed. I think I'm going to see if I can't wipe out the Hatchet Man as fast as possible. So we're going to cycle the gun up to 6 shots. We're going to go for the full Warlord, and we're going to hope that we manage to get a little bit of... Oh, not you. Get a little bit of luck. So let the gun run. We took out his arm, but it looked to be like his left arm, which is not his important arm. His important arm is the right arm. How's Axman doing? Okay, didn't get shot in the back. Feeling happy about that. So our long-range fire support already underway. Oh, goodness me. Oh, that Hatchet Man is a shadow of its former self. That's beautiful. Mech stepping up to try and protect it. I think that was the avatar. Our Axman. Oh no, somebody. The Orion with touch. Ooh, are you a Thunderbolt version? Oh, there's 2 avatars on the field. Okay, so this one is probably the 2 heavy PPC, the 2 air medium lasers, and the standard missiles. This one is a pair of Thunderbolts. Got it. That's pain. There's no line. That's actually a significant amount of pain that we're gonna have to be careful of. Do you have a shot from here? You do. Shadowhawk with AP Gauss. You need to die, and I don't really have a great way of doing that. Although apparently you got shot in the back pretty badly. Oh, was that one of our artillery shells? Oh, interesting. Interesting to look at. Okay, so that's actually a false way down. There is actually no actual way to get down from there. I'm going to move off to the side. You should be still within the AMS range of our friendly and useful little Axman right here with its overloaded AMS. So as we push, we want to be sort of scouting ahead. Marauder's more important. The SM-2 is rough. Challenger command vehicle. Huh, twin gases. That's not pleasant. You're incredibly nasty, and you're actually the source of a significant number of my problems because you flood an AMS system. And you flood an AMS just too much with 100 missiles. So we really do have to sort of get that one under control. The Long Tom decided not to shoot. I get really lucky. I should just like drop shells behind him. It might actually cause enough penetration. Okay, we got the Stalker rushing on into the fight and presenting a side angle. What are you thinking, buddy? Because I gotta say, I think you've made a very, very poor long-term survival choice. So we're waiting for Paradox and Jester to come up. What's Paradox driving again? Not the Ragatar. Not the Thanatos, is he? Oh, he might be.
Good to go.
No, he's in the Marauder. I always forget this Marauder is here. It's like, what mech could this possibly be? Yeah, it's your Marauder. I could actually lay a pretty nasty drop down on top of him. 50%. Yeah, we're going to walk it. It makes us a little bit more vulnerable, but the shot ought to be a little bit more beautiful in order to do that. And yeah, that's a fairly decent shot. I could shoot the Avatar with just my Gauss rifle, but I'd like to get a little bit of fun going. We're going to save the Tag Barrage. He's not currently clustered close enough for me to want to... Ooh, actually, how close are you? Yeah, we're going to multi-target. Actually, can I target you? Oh, you're not in tag range anyway. Alright, so we're going to save it then. Save the Tag Barrage for a better time.
Here you go.
Good hits with one of the Gauss rifles and one of the heavy large lasers. Like he has 2 Gauss rifles. So, but one of the heavy large lasers missed and dropped an apartment complex next to him. So yeah, he's suffering a little bit. This appears to be a fairly cool, well, not cool as in cold, but fairly cool version of the Stalker. We're looking at quite a few missiles, but it's that ER Lars laser which catches the eye just because it has it. No other reason beyond that. Orion surging on forward, also turning slightly. Probably won't have a good shot on us. If I just drop a shell on top of him, high explosive may actually kill him. Although it can't scatter to the head, so it probably won't do anything with that. Pegasus, Risk Pegasus specifically. I believe he has MML 10s or 5s. Long-range missiles regardless. Filled, of course, with everyone's favorite Swarm, which manages to ignore AMS in a pretty decent way. He does have an MML 15 SM2 with his artillery. Who's he going to drop it on? That becomes the truest of questions. Who gets the love from the artillery vehicle? How well armored is this? Pretty well armored, actually. It's armored like a main battle tank. These SM2s are less, heavy artillery vehicles and more just frontline tanks. I'd love to have several in my company. Oh, the MML carrier with his full-on cooker. And not doing anything with it. Unless he managed to cause, like, invisible damage, which is entirely possible. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, that's pretty good. The champion will, of course, run after the Stalker in the coming round. That will leave him a little bit vulnerable to the plasma rifles. But I think we're going to be okay. And dropping another building. Opening up more fire lanes.
Light damage, Commander.
Jester. It's time for them to get a present. Shaped charges with 116 damage. 28. SM2 is a good shot. Marauder, no thank you. Show me the thing. There it is. 63% chance.
Firing on target.
Missing bad. And missing so bad that even though he managed to land somewhat near the Stalker, he didn't actually cause any damage. Because, of course, the way that shape charges work. They reduce the cone of damage area considerably, but in return you get, well, massive amounts of damage. We go from like 70 to 112, which is rather significant. I mean, it's not an amount of damage that you just want to ignore. How will the enemy respond to the following? Okay, with the Hatchet Man with jump jets, opening fire with the autocannon, not able to connect well on Champion, which is good. Champion, of course, very nimble, very aggressive right now. I'll probably move into this forest and blast him into the side. His arm and leg are both damaged already, which may end up working in our favor. But Coach is up first with his PPCs. Oh, no. Yes, with his PPCs. I was right on that. Good shot, bad shot, terrible shot. Pretty solid shot, actually, all things considered what you did. I will lay a sensor lock. You're on 22. Who do I have moving before you? Showboat and Howl. So Howl will actually get the shot on in. Lay a sensor lock down on you, see if I can improve my odds a little bit. So give me a 77. Hit him with a triple.
Locking off with all weapons.
Oh, looks like we went all three right into that arm. That was beautiful. We'll start to move slightly to the side. We want to be always underway in order to get a little bit of evasion going, in addition to our jamming technology. Oh no, that went into the side torso. Ooh, that was much more dangerous than I thought it was. So I thought it was drilling the arm, and I was like, why is the arm not falling off? But no, he was drilling in a much, much better spot. I gotta give him credit for that one. That's pretty chill. Alright, what else you got? Who's moving? Is it the Ghost? I'm not super worried about Ghosts just yet, if I'm completely honest. Ghosts are mostly backstabbing stealth units. They've got light PPCs. They're annoying and difficult to hit, but, well, there's way more dangerous things on the field at the moment, although a lot less artillery than I kind of would have figured. If we had hit him with that 112 damage, it wouldn't have killed him, but it would have hurt him so much.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Howl. Time to make this one hurt. You're going to move right on into the perfect angle. It'll be super high accuracy. And jamming everybody to boot. And of course, we're going to Warlord it for maximum damage. 182 on the Gauss rifle. Yeah, let it run.
Firing a full sensor.
Left arm destroyed, and... Did we just ammo explode? In any event, there is no more Stalker on the field. So doing good with that one. Managed to destroy his engine either through good luck or solid placement of shot. Unfortunately, of course, he is very exposed. Howl is now sort of the tip of the spear, and this champion is not designed to be a tip of the spear sort of mech. It is much more of a support mech. Avatar moving forward, but not really doing anything with it. Okay, how close can I get to him? Pretty close, but your AMS is currently offline. I will reserve with you. Because if that hatchetman keeps coming close, I might have the initial strike, and that might be enough to kill him. I do need to get the Thanatos up there as quickly as possible, or really any AMS equipment. It may actually have to come down to the catapult once again, which I kind of don't want it to. I want the catapult to be able to sort of hang back for a little bit and wait until his, primary targets show up, namely that king crab. AMS protection going down. The king crab, of course, having a very large effective area. All right, let's start rushing on in. There may actually not be a target for us this round, which is fine, don't get me wrong, but
Roger that.
good shots on you, actually. Shadowhawk is a vulnerable target. You are not as vulnerable as I kind of would have figured you are, but I'm guessing you have a lot of jump bonus. You're not vulnerable. You are not vulnerable because of this advanced AMS. You're also not really vulnerable. But you're also not vulnerable. Right. Okay, the MML. Oh, the MML is going to have defenses. Ooh, you've got MML 10s that I want. Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, give me the Shadowhawk.
Target marked.
Let's see what we can get through. Oh, wow. The AMS, very effective on this one.
What the? I missed?
You didn't miss. They just managed to counteract every single shot that you were sending their way. What is this target that we're currently aiming at beside it? The Hatchetman is not worth it. Not when both barrels are still fully capable of fighting. Is this the... It's the avatar. So we've got two avatars that you can see. I'm going to walk it. Because I want the accuracy bonus. Oh, that's beautiful. That's still pretty good. But this has the medium lasers involved as well. So run them guns. And there goes this engine.
Target down.
This is why avatars are a bit of a mixed bag. We are using one, and in fact, we just used an avatar to kill an avatar. But the moment you lose a side torso, the mech is gone. Which, it's kind of amazing that Rakatar is still intact for what it does. I live in constant fear that it will take a bad shot to one of these side torsos and just gone will be the mech. Okay, Marauder heading over to the side. Still no target. I'm feeling very happy about that. Finn, your Thanatos. Could lay a shell on him. Could accurately lay a shell on him. Could kill him entirely. Could lay a shell. Could lay a shell. Accurate shell. Probably the more important target, but what I really want... Jesus, so much... is you, and I have the target.
Fire.
Good hit. Penetration as well.
Critical hit, Commander.
So the sniper may actually be able to do a good follow-up and knock him down.
Moving
Need to
out.
walk on forward with the Thanatos. We are a little bit more exposed than I want to be. Jester is next? Oh, it's Christmas Eve. Shadowhawk, Orion, Hatchetman, Marauder. No, all of these are cool, but no, there's only one thing for me. Show it to me. Your front torso's open.
Affirmative.
Good strike. Did not manage to kill anybody, so I'm assuming that we just opened up another location as the Mackie continues to slow roll on forward. How badly damaged are you? Yeah, we hit a side location. Almost killed him, though. So did a very good job on that. Right, the Marauder should be able to position itself rather aggressively. That'll be two angles. One is on a mech. Yeah, one's on a mech I don't really want to waste heat or time trying to deal with. You might be a good target, though. Let's find out. No, you're not a good target. You are a good target, and I believe you're also in the middle of a group of friends, aren't you? Kind of, no, not really. I mean, you might hit the Hatchetman. So we're going to bank on that. So, let it rip.
Roger.
There we go. Bringing down the house. Now the question is, of course, of the day. Ooh, that artillery managed to not connect. Lucky for us. Did you shoot anybody in the back? You did not. Lovely. Very happy about that. We're a little bit tighter clustered here than I kind of want to be. But we did just lay waste to this location. Good job. Not as much damage to the Hatchman as I'd been hoping. I kind of wanted it to die. Just sort of had that faith that the entire mech would explode, and it didn't happen. Who's next? We're on 18. Do I have anybody else coming up? Showboat's coming up, because I had her reserve. I was half hoping that the Hatchetman would come on forward. I think I'll have Showboat rush over to the side to start dealing with the Shadowhawk and the Orion that's on the way. Although we have also demonstrated that Showboat is entirely capable of annihilating an Orion in one punch on her own. Orion rushing for a wide flank might be some interesting work getting done over there. So depending on how he sort of engages us, that might actually be a target. Don't know what it is, but the explosion radius from these things is gigantic. Yeah, I wish I actually knew how big this was, because it might be a little bit too risky to try and set up, because last time I set off one of these things, people from like literally hundreds of meters away ended up getting hit by it. So I'm not sure I want to sort of test that too much because it tends to cause actual pilot injuries on top of just the effect to the mech itself. So a little bit dangerous. We have just been beating the crap out of the support lance. Oh, poor little support lance. Did the Marauder get hit by that? Oh yeah, the Marauder's back armor is just totally open. I am highly, highly tempted. Oh, here come the Thunderbolts. But you know what? You targeted the Thanatos, which is equipped with weapons, well, devices perfectly made to destroy incoming Thunderbolts. More missiles on the champion, but we were expecting that. It's the next 100 missiles that I'm going to be a little bit more interested to see what they do. Because, you know, the MML carrier's up and I was... Oh, you didn't do anything. Such a foolish thing. Why would you do such a foolish thing? Okay, I can rush on forward and start to sort of try and meet these guys. I'll be in a position to do anything anyway, so that'll be fine. So be aggressive and fire triple mediums. Ooh, 2 of them hit, and yeah, that'll kill the Hatcherman. Good job. Very happy. Well jobbed. Alright, so not really the role that her mech is normally designed to play. She normally prefers to try and get up close and personal with people in order to cause massive damage, but I will take what I can get. Ooh, hit with a Gauss rifle, which crit my heavy Gauss rifle. Did you get a penetrator? No, it was a through armor critical. That sucks. Hopefully it doesn't explode. That heavy Gauss rifle, if it explodes, will just go absolutely nuclear. So the Shadow pulling back, which is a pretty big surprise to me, actually. I was expecting it to hang around and try and engage. You are just a terrible shot. Not the pilot necessarily, but the angle to which we were provided. What do you see? You see an Ontos, but I can't get you an angle, unfortunately. Well, I can if I run back up here. Which may not be a terrible idea. Let's find out. It's ERPPCs after all. They're kind of designed for this. Yeah, see if you can't just save me heavy MML. There we go. Good job. So, that's one of their... Well, 2 of their artillery? Just 1 so far. The first of their artillery is down, and we can start counter-battering other things. Namely, I want to start counter-battering the Marauder, because he has a totally open back, and I think I'm just going to drop a high explosive shell in behind him. I could start going after the SM2. He's got a lot of armor. That's going to take a while. There's really no way to get around that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it over to a high explosive charge, and I'm going to drop this sucker right down behind the Marauder. See if we can't cause a little bit of havoc. So this is my indirect high explosive shell. We hit.
Damage minimal.
I'll take what I can get. I mean, you did some armor damage, I think, and continue to push on forward so that we can start getting the rest of the... The Thanatos is a perfectly effective brawler as well. It is not the sort of mech that you can just sort of paint in a corner. Holy crap. Talk about a bad night for your heavy MMLs. Who do I need to kill? Lots of people, actually.
Waiting for orders.
The Marauder would love to start getting into a major engagement with people. What's your accuracy? Oh, that's so good. Let's see if we can't kill it. Hi, side angle shots. You have less armor than an SM2 artillery tank. I just want to let you know that. Solid hit with the heavy Lars lasers. Gauss rifle a little less effective, but not terrible by any metric at all. Oh, so tempted to rush on in, but that would be a significant mistake. Fire! Okay, the AMS has that more than under control. I will try and position myself as defensively as possible. Because I don't want this mech to take more damage than it needs to, and we have artillery coming from the enemy, of course, soon. The Rakatar still hasn't jammed her guns. Oh, I love you. I love you so much. Do you see the SM2? Do you legit have a shot on that SM2? Show it to me. No, you see the Ontos. Where is that SM? Oh, he's hiding behind the building. The Ontos wouldn't be a terrible thing to remove from the equation either. Oh, but an obstructed side angle shot on you might be just fine. Yeah, I'll take this. We'll see what we can get. So 51, not exactly right. Much better, but you're not the one I thought you were. That's okay. We're going to lay into the Marauder. Okay, Long Tom Cannon did get a critical hit on that one. Which is kind of not ideal. We sort of want to take it attacked. I mean, it's not like a serious need or anything, but it would be really, really fun. Where's your ammunition stored? Do we know? Doesn't look like we know. Oh, that's fine. So what you will do is you will rush into... Come on, where's that side angle? How do you not have a side angle? Somewhere around here there is a side angle on you that actually puts you into cover. Okay, if I did this, what am I looking at? You're vulnerable to the SM2. You're vulnerable likely to the Challenger. Actually, how badly damaged is that Challenger? Because we did him pretty nastily. Ooh, you've almost got a blow through on that.
Orders.
It might be worth shoving people into. You're moving at 21 though. If I can remove your gun, that might be a little bit more critical to the war effort. 22. Oh, wait, no, it'll never get through. Right. That's not going to work. We would need a relatively close direct line of sight shot. And doesn't look like I'm going to get that. That I will take, on the other hand. Sprint into a good position. Give me... Yeah, not good. Yeah, you're the one I want. Switch over to SRMs for the additional damage. And listen, kills. Acids or Infernos? We go to the Infernos. The good old standby. Are you having any sort of accuracy problems due to move? Target move +4. Yes, sensor lock. Let's make it work as best as we can. If I can remove this Challenger before it actually does anything. It's moving on 16. That would be ideal. 76 with the Infernos. Okay, we started a bit of a fire, but obviously 2 of our MMLs were a little bit jammed. So what are we looking at here? That was a lot that splashed onto the front. We were really hoping to keep it condensed onto the side. Did not end up happening. Catapult is fully ready to rock and roll in the next round. Okay, the Avatar shifting over to the side. He's equipped with 2 AMS, but he's facing the wrong direction.
Good to go.
Showboat. Showboat is not in range. Showboat can be in range if Showboat desires it. So let's go check out the mask at full power. So activating the Mimer acceleration signal circuitry on the Axman in order to increase the speed at which it can move. Of course, this gives you the chance of breaking the legs on your mech, and when that happens, well, it's much less than ideal. Because suddenly that slows down your melee mech, which requires to get super close onto a target to a crawl. Pardon me, my throat appears to be a bit parched. So it needs to the game needs to recalculate exactly how fast this mech can now move, mainly because there's so many buildings and things. And once it finishes that, we will have our new idea of just what we can kill. I'm kind of hoping that the king crab is actually in range. I don't think it is, but I have dreams and hopes and desires. Because if I can hit the king crab with 400 damage on the side, it will have a very, very bad day. So cycle. Oh, it's not there. Only the long tom. In that case, I will not utilize Berserker. I will instead just smash him in the face as hard as I can. I will, however, use Vigilance in order to provide the damage reduction. Although we already get it with God, where is it? Yes, with Juggernaut. So you brace after melee. So we'll have them stacked. 67% is not ideal, but hey, we're gonna give it a shot. Oh, we missed by 25%. That's very bad. But we have tons of evasion going on here. And we're basically on top of, well, a king crab, which is dangerous as all hell would probably be the best way to describe it. This king crab only has unidentified equipment because we haven't figured out exactly what it is we're fighting. So we're going to have to figure that out sometime soon. Alright, the king crab is on the move and it is pulsing. Okay. Interesting strategy. I think it's a bad idea. You did pick up 4 pips effectively and you did chill out, but I kind of don't think that was worth it. You had an opportunity to take a shot at one of the more deadly mechs in your midst, and you didn't make it. So, yeah. Pizza! In case anybody wanted, there's a space pizza to be located in this building. If it manages to survive, I will buy some for the crew. I think they've earned it so far. Guarded and entrenching coming out of the Marauder. He decided he didn't want to do anything. Now, I don't really want to kill him by punching off that other side torso, but I assume his ammunition is in the left torso. If only I could aim a call shot. If only I could aim a melee attack. Then I could really make things work out. What? No. So I think I'm going to give myself a drink. Just because my voice seems to be absolutely dying on me. So we will return to the action in just a moment. Alright, having now downed like a full liter of water, let's return to the action and gestures up in the Mackie, able to cause the massive amounts of damage, hopefully, that he needs to do. Oh, that's a really good shot. 80% on a mech. Oh, the Antas is a good option. The Marauder is a good option, but I kind of want to save the Marauder, not gonna lie. ER large lasers are available. Oh, for real? No shot in the direct. The SM2, also a potential target. I think if I want to do that, what I need to do is go for the direct angle shot. If I can get it. Yeah, that'll have to sort of be it. Let's see if we can't improve the odds a little bit. Accuracy went down for the most part. Show me the command vehicle. 37%? How about if I switch you over to direct fire? 50%, that's much better. Yeah, let it rip. You missed pretty bad. I can hear it.
Reporting. Serious armor loss.
Did you just take a shape charge shot to the back? He just, you know, plow one into you? No, apparently not. If we took it, it was just a little bit of splashback damage, which with a shape charge is much more minimal than it otherwise would be. SM2 coming back around, he wants blood. Oh! I don't know who you just nailed.
Heavy hits,
Did you take that shot on the nose?
Banged up real good.
You took 50... Yeah, you took 50 damage, so... I couldn't have been, and a sniper deals more than 50 damage on the main... Although you are... Yeah, you took it... you took it dead to the shoulder. Ow is about the only way to describe that one. But the mistake that you just made was you have now exposed yourself to every single one of my big cracker mechs, but more specifically to my burning mech, which will light you on all the fire that we can possibly shake a stick at, and we will kill you. So in this following turn, you are going to try and kill you. The challenger is... wow, taking him burn damage and knocking down several buildings while he's at it. Is that most of the enemy force? So the challenger is weak. Pegasus is running, that's not good. The reason why the Pegasus running is not good is it might actually be planning on just sort of trying to flee from the entire map. Lots more scatter damage coming on down to the catapult. So the plan will be as follows. The Axman is going to go after that King Crab. We're going to see if we can't Berserker in order to see if we can't kill it. I would like to have that SM2 destroyed this turn, but I can't guarantee anything. But if the King Crab's down, that might improve our odds a little bit. Is that the ghost moving off in the side angle? God, they're just sort of spreading to the four winds. Why? Goodness, why would you do such a thing? Come back here. Try to engage. Fight the good fight. I mean, you still have a King Crab on the field, which is rather terrifying. Show what's up. Alright. It's Berserker time, baby. Actually, first things first. We're going to shut off the mask. It's a 10% failure, and that failure rate sort of increases every single turn that it's on. So after a little while, that becomes a near certainty that your mech will explode. The mech doesn't explode, just the kneecaps of the mech explode, and it has, well, spiked boots right now, so I don't want the kneecaps of the mech to explode, because if it does that, then I will lose the spiked boots, which is a little less than ideal. Still calculating its maximum range and distance. See how far are you thinking you can go? Yeah, I think it's fleshed it out. Alright, Berserker on. 431 damage. Coming your way, buddy. What are you? You're a ghost. Perfect opportunity to backstab, but you know what? I can't give this up.
Got it.
Behold, hidden behind... Did I kill it? We did. Was that an XL engine? Did you seriously have an XL engine built into that thing? Okay, well, our AMS, or his AMS, somebody's AMS is just jammed. Ours is now operating, so then maybe that's what ended up happening. But yeah, the King Crab has been defeated. So that's pretty useful now. The Marauder is, of course, a primary target because the Long Tom Cannon, I don't want to kill it, but I may not have much of an option on this one. Howl! Nope, wrong button. I meant to swing the camera around in a dramatic arc. Coach is also up in the Lament. Coach, if you were to just start taking pot shots at people... The Ontos is a good shot. You're facing the wrong side. The SM2 is too good of a shot to start passing him. Let's start digging. Okay, sensors impaired. Going down. Hit him twice. I think both... No, we hit him at the turret. Of course we did. That's how that works. Didn't you know? Shift off to the side. Keep your evasion high. And your aggression higher. Move into the building cover. This will expose you to everybody, but I actually have, surprisingly, some faith. Alright, Ontos, good and easy shot. SM2, harder shot. Challenger, vulnerable as all heck shot, although we are now facing the side instead of his front. Beautiful shot on the back of an Orion. Could actually kill him there. Same with the Shadowhawk, because of how high the accuracy is right now. But we've got to start drilling this Ontos, or this SM2. Gosh darn it. Howl, you needed to hit that. However, it has revealed that he does not actually have defense anymore. He no longer has an AMS covering him. So if I settle myself right on here, too close, I need to turn slightly. I need to make sure that I can actually turn to, protect my mech, which is very important. So we're going to do that. We're also going to then Vigilance to give him the point defense that he needs. Make sure all of our missiles are set to SRM, and then we're going to set it to Maximum Inferno, because the Inferno is going to be rather important on this one. Turn all of the missiles on. 84, 74. Let's see if we can't burn through. Okay, hit him with a solid number of missiles. What are we looking at here? Of course. So many of them hit his turret. Why would that many hit the turret? I don't know. Alright, Thanatos. Can you actually get into like a brawling position against this guy? No, that's not direct line of sight. Okay, so you're not going to get that brawling position that I want. How if you just try to drop a shape charge on his opposite? You ran out. Oh, you have 5 more. You're good. 75%. Should have done this sooner. Lay a sensor lock on the SM2. I'm going for the kill on this round. If this SM2 is not dead by the end of the round, I'm going to be highly disappointed. So, show me SM2. Drop it. Good hit. Structure exposed. Crit on his sniper artillery already, which is solid. And we continue to move our brawler forward.
On my way.
It's kind of ironic that our mortar carrier is actually a fairly solid brawler. Paradox, bring in the Marauder, or can the Marauder only sort of... The Marauder has an opportunity to do many things that some might consider unnatural. Yeah, kill it. Am I going to play games? We're not going to play games with this. Full Warlord, let's hit him with everything we've got. And he's not dead. This is why we didn't play games with him. SM2 artillery, thanks, man. 4 health left, you jerk. Alright, give me a line of sight on multiple targets. 57. One of our racks is jammed. A little less than ideal. Let's rush on into this. Let us not be sheepish about what's about to happen to him. Is my accuracy? 64 looks to be good.
Copy that.
I am sort of throwing myself into the fray here. So the accuracy is high. Dead, live. Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to play games. I said no game playing. No game playing has been taken. Sniper artillery removed. 1 more artillery remaining. We are cooking a little bit. We will get the temperature under control next round. Jester in the Mackie. Yeah, let's... Indirect fire, of course. Give me a high explosive. Oh, wait, no, we have friendlies in the area. Maybe not our most brilliant plan. You are so vulnerable. Yeah, we're going to go... Is direct better? Oh, direct is so much better. Warlord, let's wipe this challenger out. I don't want to have to deal with him ever again. Never mind, he's alive. Jeez, these tanks are so tough. See, one of the things in vanilla is that tanks, not that tough. Easy to kill. Walk up to a tank, step on the tank, piece of cake. You're going to have a good time. RogueTech? No. The tanks are honestly more deadly than the mechs. Because you can rip pieces off a mech. Different locations on a mech are going to be armored in different ways. It's possible to knock out an arm, or blow off a side torso, or leg somebody, or overheat them. None of those things apply to vehicles. They are just little rocks of nearly invulnerable damage, and I hate them so much. Okay, Avatar going for the punch. Interesting idea. You did hit. Gotta give you credit for that. But probably wouldn't have done that if I were you. You have either Thunderbolts or something. Okay, Long Tom counterfire has managed to hit us. Although I don't think he managed to hit us directly. So we do have a little bit going for us, I believe, right? Yeah, managed to hit behind us. A little bit of long-range shelling. Trimming. That's all that happened. A little bit of trimming. Marauder moving into our back. That's okay, because the Marauder already decided to shoot instead of actually, do anything useful. The Ontos is dangerous, but not currently an available target. The Challenger is unfortunately still alive and dangerous. Twin Gauss rifles is never not dangerous, unfortunately. I don't know how you survived. Actually, no, I have an idea. It involves scatter dice. Well, not scatter dice, but rolling on a scatter table really, really poorly and spreading out all of your damage across all the systems. So even though we hit him with 270 damage, he didn't feel it. Okay, the risk is coming back in. I'm so tempted to blow this up. So tempted to blow this up. This will flatten half a city block, I'm sure. I don't actually know how big they explode. So that might be something to learn. Point defense on the field. Oh, you got a track propulsion crit. I would have much preferred it if you managed to miss and hit him and then blow the entire thing sky high. Do you have any armor? Do we know that? Seems like an answer we would have, but no, we have no idea just what is left of that mech. It is finally up to the Challenger's opportunity to move, and we'll be interested to see what it decides to do, because well, I'm not as evasive as I'd like to be. This Challenger could kill a mech this round. I decided not to, thank you. Death Crusade.
Yes, Commander.
Kind of prefer to get on your side. Never mind, it doesn't really, well, it does help a little bit with the clustering. You're on 13, you're on 26. I don't care about you. You are just so vulnerable. You're sharing 26 with me, aren't you? Do I just kill you? You have Ooh, you have Exile Clan. Yeah, let him up. Yep. From 0 to 100 in one round. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do with this mech. Because it's like instantaneously you are no longer affecting what you think you're affecting. Yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked and you're standing in fire. I love it. Killing the Ontos is obviously going to be a little bit more difficult, obviously. The Ontos is going to be painful.
Commander.
And Howl is up for it. Okay, Howl, actually, how well armored is an Ontos in the back? 120, which is the same as the sides. So Howl's going to move over a little bit. Take aim and remove, please. Did not remove. Let me guess, despite being on his side, you managed to scatter most of that damage to the front. No, you hit the turret. Because of course you did.
Receiving you.
That's really dumb, not gonna lie.
Orders?
Alright, Little Mint, how are you doing? You could shoot the Ontos. You could shoot the Ghost. Why can't you shoot the Challenger, though? Because that's the one I want dead. Obstructed shot. How do I get an unobstructed shot of that? That's how. We move slightly to the side. And I'm gonna kill you now.
All weapons. Go.
There we go. Removed. It took 2 PPC shots to do it, but removed. Finn in the Thanatos. Still a rather good mech for long-range fire support, but we are starting to close to a range where long-range fire support probably ain't gonna cut it. Give me the direct shots, please. Don't want to shoot you, because I want to save you. I'm actually surprised I don't have a shot on any of you. Shape charge 51, yeah, go for it.
Done. Rear armor.
Missed by 6%. Also a little bit disappointed I wasn't actually in range to use my close quarters combat capabilities. Oh, we're on 22. Oh, the Avatar is going to punch me again. Oh no, the Marauder's up. Right, expect some long-range fire support shenanigans. You are the Thunderbolt one. That is astonishing to me. Okay, Showboat.
Waiting for orders.
Let's not risk this again. Get into his back. Advanced aim is on. Why is it off? See if you can't hit him in the center torso, if all possible. You took out his right torso, didn't you?
Enemy.
Oh well, no gun. I mean, we weren't going to get the gun anyway. We'll probably take the long tom ammunition for this, because it just sort of seems like a better plan in the long run. So we are dealing with basically 7 mechs. Right? Yeah, 7 mechs. Well, not including, of course, their vehicles. Alright, the Ontos, also a surprising amount of that damage did actually cluster to the front of the Ontos, because of reasons.
I'm here.
Mockingbird, actually no, the Mackie might be able to do it. Let's see if the Mackie can do it. Your shot? You have a beautiful shot with large lasers. I approve significantly. Do I have any more? I do not. So obviously I can't just fire the artillery shell right in the middle of them. One's gonna go there. One's gonna go there. You're Bravo. Ooh, apparently the shot is terrible. Let's see what C does. Right, so it's just gonna be bad. In that case, I'm gonna see if I can spread the love.
Engaging multiple targets.
Through the armor, good. Please. Aha! Exactly what I wanted.
Reading you.
Alright, Mockingbird is cooking, but Mockingbird is no longer cooking. Why? Because Mockingbird has Warlord. And Warlord allows me to cheat. Let's move up a little bit.
Order.
Can kill you, absolutely. Could kill you, absolutely. Could kill you, absolutely. I'm gonna kill you, absolutely. Shut off a single medium laser. Get that temperature back under control. Yeah, no more Orion.
That's a
I don't know why this Orion has not been fighting the entire time. It is a solid 75-ton mech. Although this particular variant of the Orion is not truly terrifying by the normal stretch of the imagination that we might want to go with. Because, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves, the standard Orion, it's cool, but it's not something that I'm going to be, you know, wetting myself for. Okay, are you going to lob some thermal boats? No, you're going to be dumb. Okay. I'll take you being stupid. I'm not going to complain about it. And time for you to die.
Moving out.
Oh, who's next? I'm on 18. Yeah, if I want this Ontos dead, I kill it this turn, or I don't kill it at all. Oh, but that shot is so good. It's too many medium lasers.
Have some of this.
There we go. Ontos dead.
Reporting enemy vehicle eliminated.
Okay, so we have the reinforcements and the primary target left, and there appears to be 5 of them in total. So, unfortunately, this ghost is going to get away, unless I get incredibly lucky on somebody's roll. Finn does have a 10 tactics, but probably won't do it. Ooh, getting 2 hits on the champion. Champion eating a little bit of flour this game. Somewhat surprising. Oh, you have twin lock 2s, right? I think they light autocannons. Because when they made the game, they realized that the AC2 and the AC5 kinda not so great. The AC2 especially not so great. And they invented light autocannons to see if they couldn't rectify that a little bit. One of his risks unjamming, lovely. Oh, we beat him.
orders.
We beat him bad. When are you moving? We don't know. Am I gonna risk? Did you even have to ask? So let's run. Hi, buddy.
No shooting.
I'm gonna see if I can outdo you. It's gonna actually be kind of tight.
Confirmed.
Because you can't hit the broadside of a burn, but they're gonna apparently.
Receiving you.
Right, Death Crusade. Let's just barbecue. No artillery can be fired over in this direction now, by the way. By order of me. Alright, MMLs. Flood him with more Inferno, see if we can't get the Shadowhawk pilot to bail. 204 heat. Another knockdown. Come on, pilot, you don't want to be in that mech anymore. He don't care. He's okay with it. He thinks he's got it in the bag. You have a shot against you, but you're already taken care of, so that's fine. Can you get a back angle? You cannot, but you can get a side angle, which I'll take. Yeah, could shoot the Shadowhawk. Could try and blow his head off, but you don't have a very good pilot for it. The ghosts. Oh, so close. Yeah, give me that little vehicle. And in fact, lay down a sensor lock on top of the ghost if you can. Do you have the range for it? You do. Lovely.
Sensors locked
The
on.
ghost, of course, very hard to actually hit because of his stealth systems. Still at a 40%. But lay into that Pegasus. There we go. Vehicle destroyed. Down to 4 enemy units.
Frag the vehicle.
Who's up next? On to the enemy, which is, of course, the ghost. God, I'm so disappointed I didn't kill that ghost. I wanted that ghost dead so bad. We are playing very dangerous game. Oh, it's a coolant exchanger. Never mind. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought this was like a transformer that would explode massive amounts of damage to everybody, but it was not. So we have that under control. Be interesting to see what the ghost wants to do. Nothing, apparently.
Good to go.
Not complaining, just noting. You can't reach that? Because I'm gonna be honest, it looks like you can reach that. I mean, okay, we have the ability to hit him. That's why we have the mask, to give us that little bit of an extra edge. We also would love to get our hands on a supercharger. Superchargers, of course, weigh 1 ton and increase your speed as well. There's multiple ways you can sort of ramp up your speed in this game. Yeah, so apparently there's only one location open to him. 287 damage coming at you.
Moving to position.
Surprise! And there goes his side torso.
Mech destroyed.
And that's why they're not great
Waiting
mechs.
for orders.
Thanatos. See if I can't get you a back shot. I can get you a back shot.
I copy.
It's not great range, and yeah, you've only got the shape charge, which I'm gonna fire at you anyway.
Target locked.
Got him. Not quite sure what happened to
Hostile eliminated.
the shell, but I
How's it going?
shouldn't ask, should I? I should just sort of accept it as it is now. There's a side angle I want. You're firing awfully close to that exchanger, though.
Firing.
Scorpion Lack destroyed. Okay, now just our little buddy that we're currently lighting on fire.
Yes, Commander.
Bring on to Mackie. So Mackie's just going to start walking into the battle. Shut off the sniper artillery. We have too many friends by, but 99-1. Quad ER largest. Do some surgery on this pilot.
Yes, Commander.
Mikey Bird in the Racketar. Also could, you know, do that if you wanted, but we're not going to. I'm not gonna risk that. No reason to. Oh, get our other gun unjammed. Pilot, get out of the mech. Trust me. It'll be easier for everybody if you just get out of the mech.
Waiting for orders.
Specifically me, but really everybody as well. More heat! Pilot's out! Okay, he decided to actually listen to my advice. So that has been taken care of in beautiful style. Very happy to see how that one worked out. We did take a little bit more damage than I kind of would want to, but it is a 4.5 stall mission, so you're kind of expected to. That crit on the heavy gas rifle was really irritating. Reduced the accuracy of the gun the entire game. Through armor criticals are a fact of life. They are incredibly painful, but hey, we managed to fight on through. I'm surprised I didn't get any bonus cash for wiping out 3 additional lances, of which only 1 was so 2 full-on just support lances. So 1.2 million C-bills for a little bit of extra cash on that one, not bad. The champion, of course, now needing a little bit of internal repairs because of that heavy gas rifle. Other than that, none of our mechs got out completely unscathed. Axman picking up 4. That would be the King Crab, the Marauder, the Avatar, and the Hatchet Man with the random twin shot. Oh, that's beautiful. Wiped out an entire lance on her own, of which it was a 70-tonner, a 75-tonner, a 100-tonner, and a 45-tonner? So doing some quality work there. Oh. Oh, that's so tempting. I'm thinking about it. I probably won't, but I'm thinking about it. Stalker parts coming in pairs, but we did manage to blow that thing into little tiny pieces. Gas rifles come in doubles. Heavy M40. I could have 2 again. Oh, Kerensky's stick could live again. I don't know what mech I'd put into it. MML 10s by 2. That's... I need more. Clan plasma cannons. Oh, so tempting. The range is so good on them. Silver Bullet gas, not really sold on. The sniper artillery did manage to survive. Arced sheathed beacon is amazing. If I pick this, it's going to be for cheap cash. Oh, Chameleon LPS. It's a really good sensor system. So grants a 2 ECM bubble to everybody in range. Jammer reduces enemy sensor checks by 5. 330 meter check on that. Active sensor probes counters by 5. Oh, that's so gorgeous. 60% stealth signature reduction. I may go for that. Oh, there's an Exo clan on the field. I have one, but I need 2. I have 2 mechs that I can fit in it. Exchangers, I'm good on. Indirect plus. I need those as well. There's so much good kit in this. I kind of regret not having picked up the, just pick this one for full salvage. I don't know if I can in good conscience take... Ooh, acid ammo? I have none. Because I'm not building a long-term mech anytime soon. If I took this, it'd be to sell it. Like, that would be the reason to take it. 4 mech parts, you get a lot of cash for it. The clan plasma cannons are so tempting because we have 2. They put us up to 4. That's 40 heat per. That's a lot of power right there. But I think I'm going to grab the LPS. Because I think I might want to build something into that sometime soon. Alright, like that. We got the hatchment parts anyway, thank you, game. Indirect targeting computer, it's not the plus, but it gave me 4 hatchment parts, I can't complain. And a slick suite, which is always good. So that'll give me 2 slick suites. Yeah, that's not bad. The Chameleon LPS, useful kit right there. The reason why I didn't end up taking the XL clan is because, yes, I do have 2 mechs currently on the field that I need to build. And I have non-clan versions of both of them because the clan XL engine it's really expensive. There's really no other way to put it. It's just incredibly expensive. So trying to field that becomes a little bit more difficult than you otherwise might think. I really don't know which mech I want to build first. I have toyed around with putting, God, what are they called? With putting plasma rifles onto the King Crab, but I kind of didn't feel it was necessarily worth it. Also, it's an incredibly slow mech. I don't know if it'd get within range. 87,000 for the next 11 days, but we will cover that without too much trouble just by selling the Hatchet Man. We have an Axman. We don't need a Hatchet Man. And if spiked armor wasn't a thing, I would definitely put the Chameleon onto it. Alright. All of our mechs once again in storage. Or once again being repaired. Yeah, we can make an additional 300,000 on that. That's not bad at all. But yeah, I mean, I just gotta build these 2 mechs eventually. And 65 tonner with stealth tech, maybe? I mean, it's going to be a long ways away. As you can see, we are some rough repairs. You can go to top. That was my... You can go to ultimate top. Thanatos a little bit roughed up as well. Of course, the Gas Wolf is 12 days away from repair. The Rack Hammer is 16 days away from being built at all. The Vulture is 11 days away, and the Catapult is 10 days from repair. It's going to take us a little while to construct those. However, we are going to stop at the store. Of course, because we are playing with the online map engaged instead of the offline campaign, we have access to all of the stuff in the faction shop, which is populated by other members who are currently playing. Hey, there's a Marauder Long Tom and a Stalker. I think this is a lot of our kit. Ooh. Rack 20 double ton. You kind of can't sacrifice that when you see it. I mean, you don't get it very often, but hey, if you can find it. Some risk MMLs, always nice to have. Extended range and Inferno heavy MRMs. Might be a good idea. How many Infernos do I have right now? 3. I could use 4. Not gonna lie. Ammo plasma, I have 17 tons. I'm good on it for once. Normally I would just gobble it up immediately, but we seem to be doing okay. None of those cores are really great for me. The gunnery support B I will buy, because gunnery support, life supports, really mainly gunnery life supports, but life support in general is just incredibly useful. You want to get your hands on it as soon as you can, because it's a free slot that increases an attribute. So if you actually go with a rangefinder and a gunnery life support A and B, that's a +3 gunnery just right there. You can get a 13 gunnery. That increases your accuracy even further. It's pretty big and pretty awesome to have. But we did pretty good. Not terrible. Oh, we'll run the clock a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop the clock. Oh, hi. I will give you... Ooh. These are for 1 week. 15 days away. Good. The thing is, you almost never give me good stuff. Let's try it. Oh my. SLDF Spec Ops Cockpit, Black Ops Cockpit, which I believe is the Arc Sheath Beacon, and an NAS weapon computer. I mean, that's great. It's gonna be a question though, how long is it gonna take me to fix the champion? Because I have a tech score of 20. So I'm not quite sure if that's gonna work out all the way. That's probably the best payout I've ever gotten from him. 4 days. Yeah, terrible. So we head over to equipment. So we got a Black Ops cockpit, an NAS sensor system, and a fire control system of some description. So we gotta be on the lookout for odd looking things. Maybe give him a flamer. Indirect missile, recoil, pirates, armored cowl. No, none of this. He did give us an AR-24 Arc Sheath Beacon. Oh, that's good to have. That's really good to have. I don't know what the rest of it ended up being, but Sheath Beacon, always a good pickup. Need to make a mech with a DNI too. It's just so heavy though. So yeah, the champion pretty solid looking at this point. I like this version a little bit better now. It doesn't have the AMS I would prefer that it have, but if I can manage to get my hands on like some Clan-Tech probes or something, that I might be able to cram some in there. Just checking to see if he gave me anything here. He did not. Okay. Because I'd like to have some sort of AMS on all of my mechs. Personal AMS is super useful. Unfortunately, right now, in order to get it, I would need to sacrifice things that I can't afford to sacrifice or don't want to sacrifice. I want to keep the 4 medium lasers. They are kind of important to the mech in my soul. Alright, we'll lock that down. He'll be ready in 4 days. We'll stick him back up to the top, because he is still the longest of the immediately available tech. And we're in for 4 more days. That way we'll be ready to rock and roll once again. Stop the clock. Alright, so we have the Gauss Wolf in 15 days, Rackhammer in 21 days, the Vulture in 17 days, and the Catapult in 15. The Catapult is, of course, bottom priority. Of course, I'm not actually building it. In fact, I may end up stop building the Catapult at some point because it's not useful to me at the moment, although I'm going to mess around with it to see what I can do. Alright, folks, that's going to do it for today's episode. I have been Derek. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every single time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment. I want to hear your thoughts. Also, it's great for the algorithm, so if you want to sort of push us along in the YouTube search results, make sure sure you share the video and talk about it. And I will talk back as best as I can if you say something that I can figure out how to respond to. Also, we do stream on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Fridays. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, we play Apollo's Vipers, which is the ClanTech version of this game in the middle of clan space with a Fafnir that cannot die. I sort of use that tagline a lot, but mainly because that Fafnir is that impressive. And then, of course, on Fridays, we play MechWarrior 5 with the community. We just recently finished the mainline campaign with our Ultimate Annihilator, which has 4 UAC 5s. It now has 3 UAC 5 level 5s and a UAC 5 level 4, so, oh, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, and I will see you all in the next episode.